Now, a lot of people think that Jorginho will be a flop at Arsenal, and reason being is because of Arsenal's track record of buying Chelsea rejects. William Gallas, Petr Cech. Even though Petr Cech wasn't really a flop, he was okay. He wasn't at his best. He wasn't the Chelsea best, but I won't describe Petr Cech as a flop. But anyway, David Luiz, Willian, and so on, right? This is why they consider Jorginho will be a flop. But Jorginho was brought in to replace Mohamed El Neni. And you could argue Jorginho's a better player. He's a more highly decorated player. Plus, he comes from a team that has a winning mentality. And now I believe Arsenal do have a winning mentality. And you just add in another player to that. I don't think he will be a flop. And if he does become flop, Arteta won't play him. It's as simple as that. He won't play him. But I believe he will do his job. He will do what he's paid to do at Arsenal. And Chelsea fans seem to be laughing at this, saying we don't need him and you've got our leftovers and things like that. They seem to be delighted. And I don't know if it's most, but a lot of Arsenal fans seem to think that we've done Chelsea a favour by taking him, and like we've paid for the signing of João Phoenix, which is nonsense because Chelsea don't need the money. Chelsea are not thanking Arsenal for £12 million. Are you serious? Have you been watching Chelsea recently? They spent like £600 million in January. It's ridiculous. So Chelsea don't need Arsenal's money, right? Arsenal needed a player to cover that part of the midfield, and it looks like, in my opinion, Jorginho will be a success. Whether Arsenal win the league or not, right? If Arsenal don't win the league, it's not because of Jorginho, it's because the team hadn't done enough to win it. Basically, they haven't done enough if they don't win the title. Simple as that. It's not because of a player, one player. You know what I mean? But if Arsenal do win the league, if Arsenal do go on to win the league, which I think will, I'm not saying I think they will, as long as they're consistent and they don't capitulate, and they beat City at least once, Manchester City, beat them at least once, then I believe that they will go on and win the league. And if Jorginho does contribute to that in a really good way, in an impressive way, Arsenal fans have to eat their words. And all them Chelsea fans won't be laughing when they see Jorginho with his hands on the Premier League title, with the clothes of red. Because it's funny how these haters of other clubs, rival clubs, they seem to think that they're looking for anything, to just a reason as to why Arsenal can't win the league. And now they're coming up with, they've got Jorginho, so they won't win the league now. He will fuck up the team. He will mess up the team's rhythm, whatever. It's just desperation. Because they know Arsenal have strengthened. They know that Arsenal have been better since the World Cup. When Gabriel Jesus got injured, that was it. They're going to lose. We've got better since then. And he's coming back as Jesus. So Arsenal are going to be stronger with Jesus. You know what I mean? These rival fans are desperate for Arsenal to lose. You know what I mean? They just can't handle it. That Arsenal are top of the league and in good position to win the league. See, when people, throughout the season, when rival fans thinking Arsenal are going to drop points, they're going to lose, they're going to do this, it's over. When Arsenal lost 3-1 at Man United, which was a flattering scoreline for Man United, they thought Arsenal were going to just drop off after that. No, they didn't. They thought, leading up to the Brighton game, oh, that's the game they're going to lose. Brighton are good. And to be honest, I thought that would be a banana skin for Arsenal, but no, it wasn't. We went there and beat them. When Newcastle game, we should have beat them 0-0, but it was 0-0. The Tottenham game at their stadium, everyone thought that was the game Arsenal were going to lose. Won. Man United fans thinking that by the time they played us at the Emirates, they would be within 3 points of us. Didn't work out that way, did it? And regardless of that, they still thought they'd go there and win. They scored the first goal. They thought the game was in the bag, like they always do. Arsenal won that game. So now they're just relying on Manchester City now, the Manchester City supporters now. What they should do is, officially, buy Manchester City shirt and support them. Nothing wrong with it, just do it. If that's what you want to do. But we all know you haven't got the bottle to do that. So you're just going to sit in your armchair and support Man City from now till the end of the season. That's if they do drop off by then, because I don't believe Man City will go on a run, on an unbeaten run. I don't believe they'll do it. Plus, they're slightly weaker now. Not saying that they're a weak team. No, not at all. They could still win the title easily. I won't say easily. They could still win it. But I just don't think they'll go on a big run. And your team, whoever you support, whether it's Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United. I know Man United will have to play them again, but you still have to play them at some point, even in the cup competitions where they might be distracted, and you know what I mean. So, and Man City, and it's still in the FA Cup, so they'll have those fixtures to play while Arsenal might have games in hand, which will put more pressure on Man City. So, haters, don't worry about Jorginho. Don't worry about him. Leave it to Arsenal. Leave it to Arteta. Leave it to Jorginho to perform on the pitch. Worry about your own team. And let's see who will win the title, because I believe it will be, back in my mind, I believe it will be Arsenal, but I'm not going to. I have to wait and see, because let's say you can't write off Man City. But let's just see what happens.